Welcome to our podcast, and we are speaking to Charles Constantin, Group Director, Business Development, Gutmann. Charles, welcome on board. We are very excited to have you.
Thank you very much, Ravi. The pleasure is mine. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the opportunity of the podcast this morning. And I'm so excited to engage with you about all these expected perspective that you wish to address.
Could you please give us an overview about Gutmann Group and your role in the business?
Absolutely. Gutmann Group, is basically originally it's a German group that is about 90 years old group that started out in the aluminum business. That's what the group traditionally has been known for. And we in Dubai operations are basically focusing on the Middle East market, subcontinent market, African market, some other Asian markets, Oceanian market, North American market. So it is more of a global role, our base in Dubai, while we continuously engage in different verticals of the organization. The aluminum business is still very important vertical. That is basically all the elements around facades, curtain walls, doors, windows, skylights on the aluminum side, including another vertical that is absolutely exciting, that is the lighting solutions and lighting technologies, homegrown technologies in the group. The subsidiary is called Spectrum Lighting Technologies. Amazing company that we do landscape lighting, facade lighting, interior design lighting as well. And a third vertical that is basically in the laminated glass technology, what we call PVB. That's also one of the world-known fantastic technologies of glass systems. So these are the core three pillars. There are so many other companies as well, but these are the three that actually identify the company as such. My role is absolutely in the engagement of business development. That is all the channels that bring, activate, initiate, and energize business opportunities and perspectives in the region. Absolutely to motivate, explore, and potentially go after each and every opportunity with key accounts, strategic accounts, great enterprising, where real estate developments as well as the construction industry dynamics are absolutely present.
Thank you very much. And I love the fact that you mentioned as part of your role is to motivate and not, you didn't use the word sell in any part of the sentence. So thank you very much for the introduction. And we are very excited to have you guys and as always, you, Charles, at our event. And we look forward for a fantastic and a value-added event at the second edition of the Hospitality Innovation Summit.
Now, thank you very much.
You have been in Middle East for a very long time in the industry.
Indeed.
Now, at the moment in 2024, what do you see? How do you see the market? And in particularly from the context of Saudi and UAE, or for that matter, the whole of Middle East?
Absolutely. Focusing first on the Saudi Arabian and the UAE markets, and they go without saying, they are the most important markets regionally, as well as on the international level. Continentally, also here, extremely dynamic markets. Both markets are highly promising markets. In the construction industry, these two exceptional markets have had several, enthusiastic changes across the board, from basically structural developments, expansion of so many, opportunities, new organizations coming in, new plans, new perspectives, new ideas, and both markets are really representing a greater identity of the Middle East as such. And now with all the changes that we have seen that are fantastically wonderful in the Saudi Arabian market, we see, a different Middle East today that is emerging as a global leader, in the arena of construction and innovation. So, and as your summit, describes it, hospitality is the game maker. Hospitality is the game maker. I repeat it, because all these incredible projects and all these exceptional architects and leaders in designs, they are all excited about these projects in Saudi Arabia and the UAE. The focus is extremely high. Of course, there are other markets as well that are to be respected and, appreciated. However, those two markets in particular are definitely consuming, absorbing, and motivating everything around us in the continent and at the global level as well.
You are in Riyadh at the moment, in Saudi Arabia. You are in Riyadh.
I am, absolutely.
How would you describe the changes that you see over the years to somebody who is, watching this podcast?
Well, first of all, I love the city. I've seen it growing and developing for more than 2 decades. It's absolutely exciting today to see those wow changes. They're really wow. I mean, when you see what is going on in projects in this fantastic city, and you look and you hear people, you meet people, you analyze, and then you look at the perspective while also thinking about what happened in the past. And this evolution is really, really history making in great and powerful way. To describe it in few words, I think these whole actions and these dynamics in the city, taking the city to the top 10 position for sure, very, very soon. And the projects, the magnitude of these projects, and the people that are here now can tell a big story about what's going to be this wonderful Riyadh. Absolutely.
Well, we already hear stories such as what you're describing on a daily basis. And I personally also look forward to hearing many more, during our events and other interactions. What is, according to you, the scale of projects and the amount of projects have grown significantly, and I'm sure with these significant challenges, also significant projects, comes challenges as well as opportunities. For a solution provider, because you've been across the board with several solution providers over the years, what would you describe as the biggest challenge and opportunity in the market at the moment?
Well, when growth is there, it is what I call a nice problem always to deal with, because there's a growth, there's a development. The challenges mostly are, once you have the processes in place, the procedures in place, and everything ticked nicely in terms of what I call TQM, total quality management, across the construction industry, manufacturing, and all the supplies around. The critical challenges that we always witness are about how much professional people you can have around, and those are what I call the rare material. The rare material is people, Everything is people. Companies are people. Enterprising, it's all about people. Business is about people. So people are basically the biggest challenges in terms of first bringing them over, or finding them, then bringing them over, and then giving them the responsibilities and the leadership to engage, develop, and motivate. And it goes back to the same thing. Whatever situation it is who is involved, and what are the actions that are being taken in order to achieve those tasks, to achieve the mission, and definitely drive the goals and results that are expected.
And how is events like Hospitality Innovation Summit? How are they adding value, and how are they helping you with your business objectives?
Throughout the years that I, engaged with your fantastic organization, the Hospitality Summit, now it's the second edition that I have seen.
That is right.
Though, I beg your pardon?
Yeah, that is correct. Second edition. It's in its second.
Exactly. Though you have had also exceptional editions in the Real Estate Development Summit, but the Hospitality Summit for Saudi Arabia and the UAE, now the second edition is happening in Dubai on March 6th and March 7th this year. What I see in added value, well, first we go back to 2023 and what we have seen in March 2023, the great assembly of minds and exceptional leaders that are there in that room, that conference room, and the energy around, this energy of those professional, fantastic people, whether they are developers or architects or interior designers or large project directors and representative and consultant engineers, all this community of people around hospitality and the construction industry that you put together, you bring to that table, you bring to that room, you put them on stage, they're in the crowd, they're engaging around, they are on a high level of quality. They are top quality. In addition, they are happy to be there. They are all happy to be there. So this community of people that you assemble is absolutely fantastic. And I congratulate you for that.
Charles, thank you for all your kind words. I cannot end this podcast without a reference to your passion for, cooking. I would like you to describe why you do what you do, because that has sort of brought in a lot of audience for you, I must say. That is quite visible from your posts. So I would also like to personally understand, even though I've had a couple of interactions with you on this, why you do what you do. And, it's quite unusual for people to post such passion on LinkedIn, because they keep it limited to, their profession. But I think this brings in a synergy. This connects a lot of people. And I see lot of decision makers at the highest level who are constantly commenting on your posts and asking more questions and things like that. So why you do what you do?
Thank you so much for that. Well, baking and cooking for me is a passion. It's something that I love to do when I have time and in my free time. It motivates me. It goes back to my childhood. My mother was a chef, and I was the only one in the family that I learned from her because I loved what she used to do. And and I have, even at certain point in my life when I was studying in university, I have used this secret talent to even work on the side to earn some money on it while I was studying. So for me, is a fantastic, beautiful passion. I worked with great chefs back in Europe, amazing. First, especially one gentleman, his name was Francesco. He was from Naples. I was just a super young guy in university and connected with him, and I worked with him. So I love to do all these, these wonderful things in the kitchen, baking, making tarts, doing pizzas. And what I find as well, people, as you know, we always need to go and sit down and have a meal every day. We sometimes we go to restaurants, sometimes we eat at home. So the food story is a special story. We all have connections, great connections to food. And when the food is artistically done with artisanal touch, it creates a momentum of excitement, of different energy. And people, they love that. This is a moment, I call it of pause. People pause because the stress is, horrendous. It's everywhere. And the way we manage it is the story. So this moment of relaxation, as I call it, the kitchen moment, is the moment of relaxation where people take a break. They look at it. In my post on LinkedIn, I just give them this opportunity to take a break, look at things, and I tell you, whenever I go in my meetings, all these friends in the architectural side, engineering and design and the construction industry, everybody tells me, please keep doing this. We love it. We want more. Send us more. Don't cut us off. Don't give us, so it's amazing where they send me messages and say, please, where is your post this weekend? We need to see some baking. And of course, those I invite, they will be even more excited to taste the story, so fantastic.
No, it is indeed quite amazing, and it has also surprised us how it sort of connects people. And you're right, food is a way of connecting people, and you've got the passion for it. So please, even my request is to continue doing it, and we would love to see more and more
Absolutely.
of what you do.
And we'll do a round together one day where I'll be baking and cooking for you and your team with a great pleasure.
Yes, absolutely. We look forward to that. So on that note, Charles, thank you very much today for
My pleasure.
for the time and for being being my first guest on a podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the honor and the opportunity.
The pleasure is all ours, and I look forward to seeing you in Dubai on the 6th and 7th of March.
Absolutely. I'll be there for you, with you, and with all the friends that are coming over to be in this exciting summit.
Thank you, Charles. Have a lovely day.
Thank you so much. You take care.